So, pardon the look here, um, but hey, I've been being attacked. I've been being attacked. Well, the chosen ones are experiencing it kind of all of their life. It's kind of peculiar. It's like we're already just pre-programmed in to deal with how we will be taunted and mocked and dragged into. I guess you can call it the narcissist paradigm. But we don't even know what we're talking about when we talk about that. See, the main thing I wanted to talk about is like it's hot and heavy now, See, because I'm an astrologer and we can look at it too. With Pluto going backwards and it's going to hit Capricorn for the last time, it's all about exposing the money system and how that it has control over the mind, all kinds of different ways of possessing. See, now you can call it spiritual possession. Really, we can get into the subject matter of what, yeah, the satanic cult. We some of us communicators who are um, thinking on their own. We're not a program. We're not something that is defending something that installed a feed into them. We're actually using our thinkers the way we should. It's not using us by being an occupation sitting on us, but we're using it and what can radiate can definitely occupy as just a different intelligence that threatens the system and the establishment, and it will never change that this is going on. Like and subscribe if you want to support this kind of thing. If you want to support your leaders who are willing to jump into the fire and say, and no, and we don't die. Hi, Jesus, was that you? Yes, of course, the leaders are sacrificing themselves like that. I love you so much. Am I going with you? Yes, you are. Cool. And I don't control that. See, what I control is how radically I take care of myself. And right now, I just need food. And I got all of that wrapped up. See, I'm kind of getting past the self harm part where, you know what? It's not my responsibility to be there for other people, really, because they're not being there for me, and you don't pound yourself down in self harm and thinking that you've done something wrong just because somebody else doesn't have the ability to pay attention, even when they're right there. See, some like say, okay, even if you did go to school and you spent all of that time pleasing the whoever it was, what? You don't even have an eye contact with it after a while. Why? Would you want to even please it and find any kind of reward out of that? Because what is the reward for putting your whole life, potential life down? And a lot of people, a lot of you, I know a lot of you have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's get back to the special ones who are here, babes, please. You're going to have to move out of our way. Of course, if there's something that you think we can use, like if we really need it, like for me, boy, I'm telling you right now, I hate it. I hate it. But it's like, well, there is a part of the human organism, divine, that will just wiggle away from it. They don't want it anymore. They don't want the enslavement to something that can't care for them in the long run. Why would you put your energy into something that does not pay back? Even Dr. Phil says, what's the payoff? And really we want to know that. We want to know, where is the joy in in money making, if really it's sucking the soul out of you, right? This is what we're going to keep looking at. See, there's a whole generation right now that of course they're kind of um they're chomping at the bit because they're proud of they have pride. Now, what is the pride can be really dangerous if it's about what? Well, they think that their education, they think that they don't even know what education is, by the way. You can hear it. It's like, you know what? We have to straighten this out. There's two different fucking occupations here. If you have to revert back to the story of Christ Jesus and what happened there, yeah, they're talking about kind of what gone on, what occupation was Jesus, and versus the who and huh? Eh. I'm not that confused, really. I'm going through something that's like, that was rude. It's like, and it's there. It's saying, it's now acting as the authority figure that says, and you should know better. Really, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It says, I know better. And I stay playing this game of narcissism until you learn. And that's the system, really. It's grown up into just, it's a wonderful world out there, isn't it? You can't complain, especially if you voted for it. Your most authentic complaint is to don't give it that attention, right? It's hard because for a lot of people who are codepending on it, they think that money is what runs creation, and it doesn't. It doesn't run your body. No, if you can figure out some other things. That's how I ended up in the mountains here because my great grandpa was half Indian. His grandmother, his mother, comes from a whole blooded Indian tribe who says we didn't need a single fucking dime to get what we needed here and to experience the life that we know that is here for us. And we don't really know what that was. We really don't. Because when we see structures left behind that was actually, they're decimated as much as they had to decimate like some of the biggest stuff that would be an obvious that, right? Who is it? Then who is it? Then who is it? Well, I know I sound crazy and everything, but the bottom line is are we really what are we taking care of here? What are we? Is it truth that some of us just kind of go like this and go, oh, I'm tired of being enslaved? Now, how are we enslaved? Do you notice every once in a while my rib cage shows? Cage shows? Well, we're trapped. We have a cage. Yeah, we're all stuck in a cage. Is it the soul cage? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really believe that. But see, my channel says think with me for a reason because I'm going to do that. And if you dare take your energy out of the box and tether it to somebody who is creative and knows how to do it, you know, um, you can start being a part of the real web, which is not the synthesized web right here. No, it's not. See, a lot of times, I know where I am. And when I'm trying to have a conversation with people that make it into my living room, I every once in a while I say, and you know what? This is not an isolated incident. We are moving forward. I am connected to humanity. This is how people sound when they have love, when they are truly achieved as love, being loved. They feel like they're a oneness membrane, and there isn't any need except for to be sure that there is that connection. It's hardly here, folks. It's not here. This is what we want to happen. This is what we need to happen. See, I'm on this I'm trying to be a con artist. I'm a con. I'm faking my whole mask. I just gonna come off and I just want money. No, no. Somebody is here trying to help me with that. What I really want. Okay, see, what I want is the proper download that allows me to just get my PayPal going so that I don't have to rely on what I've been relying on for what I have been getting. It's a lot of it. Like say, okay, see, a lot of people think, oh, what are you doing, Shawnee? Are you really doing the oldest profession in the world? And it's like, almost. That's what kind of, if you look at what marriage really is and how that some men think that they can just buy a woman into their life. Now, I'm just saying it like that because it looks like that happens. I am not that kind of woman, by the way, that wants to take everything that you are making as money and I'm going to get what's the latest lipstick now? This is the best one to get is the one that peels off and it costs $900 just for the lipstick. The next thing we're going to do is our cheeks. That's $600. The next thing we're going to do is our chin. That's another $200. You want your eyebrows done? A little bit is $600. Now, let's add up how much it costs to keep our fake face on. Pardon me. And I would love to sacrifice this fucking thing so that what may fucking continue on, so that we can continue on with the fact that maybe there is bullshit trying to run things and say, no, this is it, man, this is it. And it's having a pride parade out there right now. It's going to set it up in the heat and fry up some fucking cow rumps and steam all that shit down. Aren't we tired of it? And especially the Trump fucking show and the assassination and everybody had to come and tell me about that. Well, why didn't you come and tell me, hey, Shawnee, you were right. You were talking about that. Oh, it's just. I mean, it's got to happen. They see. Why couldn't they just make the shot? Because they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to stage a death just yet. They're staging something like they've been staging everything else for you to give you that you can give attention to it, and you don't know how to use this thing. At the very least, how is it going to work, babes? You all are going to have to make that sacrifice that Jesus did for you over there. You can't just keep killing the one person and go, okay, what? Don't be stupid. Jesus was stupid. Yeah, it's stupid to hold on to that story too, right? And keep going back to that. But why does it stick around? Oh man. Whatever we do, let's not look in the eye, like look each other in the eye and tell stories about what actually happened. I just felt like 600 fucking con artists, low life living parasitical fucking narcissists saying, "What the fuck? This person's dangerous. You mean they're going to start talking about what happened? Based on what? Based on what?" Well, there's a reality here. There's reality. The third party, outer space, just embraces and contains all. There's no way that you can destroy it. It's fucked! You cannot fucking get rid of it with an atom bomb. No. Outer space is still here. And guess what? The truth all up in it. God, what are you going to do about it? What the fuck are you going to do? Sweating. I know. I'll take control of all resources and create money. You people are so fucking frightened of what? What is scaring you? What is it? It can't be just beautiful women showing their perfect geometry off. No, it has to be something else. I refuse to